What's up guys, Zane here and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to gear up for gathering in Stormblood. So right off the bat, everything that Stormblood gives you for gathering gear, throw it out the window. You won't be needing it. I know it sounds crazy, but you won't. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be getting Heaven's Ward augmented gathering gear instead. The augmented gathering gear will carry you to level 70, as well as the Ironworks equivalent. But for the sake of this video, we'll be doing the augmented set, since it is easier to get the augmented set than it is to get the Ironworks, because you got to meld it. So basically, what you want to do is first get left side Serpent Gear and Dragon Belt of Gathering. These are very easy to make, and you probably either get a friend to make them for you if you don't have a crafter, or you craft them yourself. You want the level 60 Adamantite pickaxe and the level 59 sledgehammer. You want the level 57 hard silver earrings of gathering, the level 59 dragon skin choker, the level 50 wristbands, and the level 56 dragon rings, with at least 1 GP plus 4 materia melded into any piece of the gear, because you need at least 600 GP to do the rotation for red scripts. So this is pretty much going to be your base gear that you're going to be needing to get to do this. Now, with the patch 4.0, all the spawn times, all the nodes have changed. They are now having a 2-hour spawn time. This means they will be up for 2 hours instead of the normal 1. So, as a level 16 miner, you want to focus on level 57, level 58, and the level 60 gathering items. At level 60 is going to be the Adamantite ore. At level 58 and 57, you're going to have light kidney ore and then the red quartz. Or sometimes the House of Splendors will switch when the timer resets, and you might end up getting cuprite or Albathian rock salt, which I believe is right here at level 56. So for me, the House of Splendors is looking for red quartz and light kidney stone. Now they're going to be switching in 2 hours, so either you'll get the other ones or you'll get the ones I have here. So make sure you check before you do any of this. Now, the light kidney stone ore and the copperite will spawn at 2 AM and 2 PM. The spawn location hasn't been changed. It still is in the hinterlands. The red quartz will spawn at 10 AM and 10 PM. It's on the Griffin Island, shortly a little bit after the Vanu Beast Tribe. And Adamantite is at 12 AM and 12 PM now, and it's at the same location. Light kidney stone ore will be in slot 3. The red quartz will be in slot 6, and Adamantite stays at slot 6. The cuprite at slot 2, and the Albathian rock salt at slot 1. Now, if you are a botanist, you'll have cloud bananas, Albathian mistletoe, and then the chocobo greens, which are actually the yellow ones. And the alt is going to be the morel or the heaven's lemon, depending if you get those or not. Depends when the timers reset. Now, cloud bananas used to be in the Sea of Clouds, but now they have changed to the hinterlands with the morel. The cloud bananas and the morel will be at 4 AM and 4 PM. The Albathian mistletoe will be in the Sea of Clouds at 6 AM and 6 PM with the Heaven's Lemons, and then the chocobo greens will still be in Quarters Horsner Highlands, but at 8 AM and 8 PM now. Cloud Bananas are in slot 2. The Albathian Mistletoe, I believe, is in slot 6. No, not slot 6, slot 3. That still hasn't changed. And the greens are still in slot 6. The Morel is in slot 7, and the Heaven's Lemon is in slot 2. So as a miner and botanist at level 60, those are the ones that you're going to be farming. Alright, so because I already missed the clock for miner, I'm going to have to wait until 10 p.m. in order to show you guys my rotation. So in about 8 Eorzean hours, I will be going through the list for miner and showing you guys the rotation that you will be using for red script gathering. So it's almost 10 o'clock and the red quartz should be popping soon. So here I am over in Cloud Wind in the Sea of Clouds, going to collect the red quartz. Now I also would recommend stocking up on cordials, either high quality cordials or cordials in general. You'll be using these in between each node to get back all the GP a lot faster. So make sure you have your collector's glove on. Make sure you have your Truth of Mountains if you're a miner, another one if you're a botanist. Oh. Alright, for just a little bit of a disclaimer, I'm already at level 70 miner. So the ability to unearth everything automatically is automatically active because it's a trait. So when you're doing it as a 60 player, you're not going to have that trait. So you're going to have to be wasting a attempt at unearthing it first. So your yield is going to be a little bit one less than mine. So just want to put that out there. So as you can see here, the red quartz are at number 6 and the rock salt is at number 1. But I need the red quartz, so let's go ahead and do my rotation. Utmost caution. Single mind, methodical, single mind, methodical, and 2 more single minds. I mean, methodicals. And there you go, 460 collectability. Just enough that what we need. So now we go ahead and gather it. Your collectability is based off your perception. Sometimes RNG will be nice and give you more than what you deserve. So I luckily got 505, which is great because that gives us more. And there's another 500, so I got 2 maximum yields and 2 minimals. So basically that is going to be the rotation for it. So after you're done with that, you're gonna pop a cordial, so it'll be on cooldown. So next is going to be the Adamantite in Azazla, and that's going to be at 12 p.m. So guys, we'll see you guys in about an hour. Alright, so here we are in Azazla at X24Y6 for the Adamantite node. You make sure if it's over here, make sure you have your stealth on so that clockwork bit does not kill you. Can't tell me people have gotten killed by that thing. Alright, make sure you had your popped your cordial. So Adamantite here is at slot 6. Alright. So again, your yield will probably be 3 instead of 4 because this was already unearthed, but that's how you pretty much have to do it for a little bit. Alright, so the next one is going to be the light kidney ore, which is at 2 a.m. in the hinterlands. So guys, I will see you at 2 a.m. and the last node will pop at 2 o'clock around here. I would recommend going through Annex Shrine to get to the hinterlands faster, since going through Idleshire might still take forever to load in. And there we go. So basically that is the rotation that you will be going through with miner. Now shortly after this you would go switch over to your botanist if you have both at level 60, And then you would start off with cloud bananas. Now the cloud bananas are in the hinterlands, and the spawn would be over here. It'd be a tree. Then the Albathian mistletoe will be in the Sea of Clouds over in this general direction over here. It's like there's little islands here, those are trees. That's where they're most likely going to be spawning, is one of those trees. And as for the level 60, it will be in Northern Western Highlands. Way over here in this dragon spit area right here. Make sure you have your stealth on because there's a fate that spawns around that general area. And that's where the level 60 greens for botanists will be. And then after that you will go right back to the red quartz and start the process all over again, making sure that you pop your cordial in between each one. Alright, so here we are in Idleshire with the script vendor. So pretty much what you want to do is first you want to pass in everything you collected to the collectible appraiser to get your red scripts. After that you go to the exchange next door and you want to go to the level 58 one here. Go to others and then go to Rowena's tokens. Don't pay attention to the blue gatherer script in parentheses over there, that's false. So each token is going to be 25 red scripts each. If you got over 500 collectability on the level 58 and 60 items, you'll get one token for each item turned in at 500 above. If not, then it's going to be most likely every 2 ones you're going to get 1 token. So if you get high quality, it automatically boosts it over to 500. But pretty much that is what you're going to be doing for the next 64 tokens. You're going out there, gather those items, come here, exchange them, and then you want to come over here to the Splendor's vendor here, go to Fieldcraft gear, and then if you're doing botanist or miner, you pick which one you're choosing. Don't do the fisher because this is not going to help you in Stormblood because you're worrying about miner and botanist. So you pass in your tokens and get one of each. Head, body, legs, feet, and so forth. As for the accessories, once you get these, you do not have to do them again. They will carry over to your botanist. Now for the weapons, you go to Fieldcraft Tools and you see that you need 12 for the main hand and 12 for the offhand. These will most likely be your last ones you're going to be doing. If you want, you can get them first because they give you a massive jump in gathering perception. So it's up to you. You either can get 2 sets of gear or you get the weapons, which will more likely be beneficial for your next round. But make sure you gear up both your miner and your botanist with this gear. Alright, now that we got our mine keep gear, or your field keep, whatever which one you did, our next step is now to collect 71 goblin dice. Now these goblin dice are in the script exchange level 58 and others, and you see the goblin dice. You need 25 for 1 goblin dice, and you'll need at least 71 to get the full augmented gear for botanist and for miner. Now this is going to be a little bit easier because you have Zoe's delivery service to give you half of what you need. Now Zoe is over here in this building to the northwest, so let's rush to her. Her services reset every Thursday. So if you're seeing this video and you've already done her, well then you're kind of screwed out of this. So Zoe Leopold gives us custom deliveries. She gives us a list of 3 things: crafting, fishing, and gathering. the more collectability you get, the higher scripts that you get. For miner and botanist, you have iced stalagmites. To get the maximum amount of scripts, you need at least 480 collectability. So, unfortunately, I already went ahead and got everything I needed, but unfortunately 3 of them didn't actually, 4 of them actually made the cut. Yeah, 4 of them made the cut, but 2 unfortunately did not. So, let's see what the damage was. So, without all 7, I mean all 6, I was only able to get 680 red scripts. Alright, so 680, we get 27 goblin dice. Unfortunately, we had like 5 scripts left over, but we got 27 dice altogether. So it's half, not really half, but like a quarter of what you'll be needing. Now, to get the rest, you're going to be doing the folklore book items. For those who do not have the folklore books, you're going to refer to the 58, 57, and 60 rotation of items that I've done to get the remaining ones, along with Zoe. For those who do have the books, there is a website that you can go to that will be in the description in the video below, so you guys can look it up for yourselves, because this video is way too long already. So after you get the goblin dice, you will go over to the goblin over here, Grinmox. You want to go to first Fieldcraft Tool Augmentation. Here you would pass in 15 goblin dice, both for the main and offhands. Next, you go to the gear augmentation. Here you would pick up your augmented set. You will be passing in the old 180 gear for the augmented gear. Make sure you have this unequipped to pass these in. So it's 6 for the head, 9 for the body, 4 for the arms, 3 for the legs, and after that you will go for the accessories. 3 for the belt, 3 for the earrings, 3 for the choker, 3 for the armbands, and 2 goblins dice for the rings. Now, once you get these accessories, your botanist is cut in half, because these are already gotten. So if you do one, the other gatherer should be cut in half, because you don't have any of these. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 goblin dice less than what you need. And once you pass all those in, this is what you're going to have for stats. Your gathering is going to be 869, your perception is going to be 873, and your GP will be at 657, and the minimum you'll be wanting is 650, so you are all set to go into Stormblood. 60 to 70 with this gear is all you need. You will only be replacing this when yellow scripts come out on this Tuesday, which will have the artifact gear for miner, botanist, and fisher, which you will be replacing. So by doing it this way, you'll have gear that will take you from 60 to 70, and you will not have to replace it until at least Tuesday. Now, what I would do, if you have one or the other already fully geared, go through the leveling process for miner or for botanist until you get to level 66. Once you get to level 66, you'll have raw Tryphon, raw star spindle, and raw azurite, which will give you way above the amount you needed for each token. You should be able to get 3 to 4 if you're lucky enough. At level 65, you have the trait to unearth a lot of everything. So raw Tryphon will be unearthed easily, so you probably can get like maybe 4 to 5 yield on this, but these unfortunately you probably get like 4. So if you pass in like 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them, that's 13 tokens automatically. You don't have to worry about getting high quality to get there, because the minimum is 450, and you will automatically get that with my rotation, and you automatically get a token, so you don't have to worry about going back to Heaven's Ward to gear up your second gather, because you can do it with the one you're already leveling through Stormblood. So that is pretty much how you guys go from level 60 gear to augmented gear, and you will be set to level 70. As long as you use this rotation, use the rotation that I use for collectibles, and use the website that I will be linking in the description below to find out where all the nodes are for the folklore, if you have the book. Books. Again, make sure you look at your Splendor's vendor menu, see what they're looking for. So they do change. It's just up to them. So okay, make sure you look at that before you do any gathering. This should take you approximately maybe an hour or two, depending what your resources are. But I got this done for my retainers, lickety split. It wasn't very hard. It's a lot faster than having to replace your gear every other level, because there's a lot to replace. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, especially share, and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood content. So until next time guys, may you forever walk in the light of Lord Bahamut. Take care guys, and good luck.